So you put on your sunscreen at the beach or when you're outdoors and you think it's enough to protect you from skin cancer. Well, it's a good step, that's for sure, but doctors will also tell you there are other factors like the time of day, what we wear, and the areas of your body that you may not even think about protecting. Fox 13's Linda Hurtado explains what you should consider when you make your outdoor plans.
The warmth of the sun can feel great, but it could also be damaging.
Ultraviolet light causes mutations in the skin, which not only can lead to skin cancer, but also leads to photoaging.
One thing to think about when you plan your outdoor time is picking the right time of day.
The noonday sun is when the sun is highest in the sky and the most amount of ultraviolet light gets through. So if you do activities early in the day or later in the day, you can avoid a lot of the mutagenic rays.
And then there's the key protection product, sunscreen.
I prefer the physical blockers, the ones based on zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. They're more white in characteristic, but they actually reflect the light away from the sun compared to the clear sunscreens, which absorb light.
Check the number on your SPF.
In general, we recommend, 30 or better. And part of that is people tend to spread sunscreens relatively thin. So if you start with a 30, it's going to be hard to spread it so thin that you're not going to get an effective protection from the sun.
Those spray sunscreens may be easy to put on, but there's a caution.
I prefer not using the sprays. I know the sprays are very convenient, but often you can inhale a fair amount of that sunscreen. So I tend to prefer not to use those.
And certain sunscreens might be better for your face.
If you sweat a lot and you want something for your face, you may want to use more of a wax-based product, those ones that are in those little sticks that you can kind of put on and spread around.
Another layer of protection, clothing.
Clothing by itself can really protect yourself from the sun. So wearing appropriate clothing, hat, sunglasses can make a big difference. If you have a tight weave fabric on and you hold it up to light and light doesn't get through, it's an effective sunscreen.
Don't forget about other areas like your head and your ears.
So ideally better to have a broad brim hat that actually covers the ears, but yeah, putting the sunscreen in the back of the ears, back of the neck, arms. And if you can't see those areas, having somebody else occasionally take a good look at you and just make sure there's not something growing in those areas that needs to be checked.
And self-checks are crucial.
Pay attention to your skin surface. If you have a spot that really doesn't match your others and it's growing or changing, it's important to get those checked.
Linda Hurtado, Fox 13 News.